Hey, eighth grade. So I'm gonna go over your lesson for today, and then your assignment. Will be your video. I'm gonna make daily lessons for you guys to watch in Google Classroom, and so that you guys can complete your assignments. Of course, you have to complete your assignments to be able to be counted present for the day, or you need to attend the Zooms to be counted present. If you don't want to attend the Zoom, you got to do your assignment to be counted present. You got to do your assignment anyways, so that you can get points. But if you want to be counted present, you have to do your assignment if you're not going to be in the Zoom. Okay, so today's objective is to explain and relate pressure and wind effects to air masses through the use of scientific tools. So your product will be, you're going to be able to tell me why we have wind and in your exit ticket on your notebook, not a post-it note because you guys aren't here, but you're gonna be able to tell me why we have wind. Okay, so this year you're gonna be completing notes. So hopefully you guys have a piece of paper or a notebook to write your science notes in. Make sure that you know where that is, and make sure you know that what you're writing in it, and that's only for science, so that you guys can refer back to it when you have a quiz. So in your notebook or on your piece of paper, please title it air pressure, and you're going to be writing on the right side of the notebook. If you only have a piece of paper, then you'll be writing on the piece of paper. So here is your notes. First thing is that air has mass. Mass means it takes up space. So air takes up space, so it has a mass. Second thing is that air pressure is the pressure of the air on objects, and air pressure can be high or it can be low. So air pressure is just the pressure of that weight of the air pushing down on objects, and can be high pressure or it can be low pressure. It's affected by three things: moisture, temperature, and altitude. So if it's humid, it's going to have different air pressure than if it's dry. If it is warm, it's going to have a different air pressure than if it's cold. And then, of course, if you are up high, you're going to have different air pressure than if you are down low. Air pressure is measured by a barometer. Okay. Wind is caused by differences of air pressure. So we have wind because there are differences in air pressure within our area. And it always travels from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure. So the air at high pressure is going to travel to the low pressure area. So the air at high pressure is going to travel down to the area of low pressure, always. And then the greater the difference is the faster the wind. So if we have really strong winds going that day, it's because that there's a high difference in high pressure. The pressure is high, 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 and the pressure is low, low, low. If kind of high pressure, low pressure, then you have kind of gentle winds. Wind is measured by an anemometer. High pressure systems are represented on a map with a big H, and then low pressure systems are represented with a big L. High pressure systems bring good weather, and low pressure systems bring stormy weather. So when you think about good, sunny, nice weather, it's going to be high pressure. And a way to kind of remember that is H is for happy. Happy, you're happy when there's good weather. Okay. For low pressure, stormy weather brings a low attitude, so it's low pressure. So let me show you what you're doing on your assignment today. Okay, so you're gonna be looking at maps, and what I want you to do is draw an arrow on what direction wind will travel in the following maps. You're also going to use a text box to label what types of air masses it would be. So remember the air masses we talked about before break, and then use a text box to label where there would be good weather and where there would be bad weather. So if you look at the map, I told you that wind travels from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure. So your arrow, you're gonna go to shape, arrows, get an arrow. Your arrow is going to go from high pressure to low pressure. And that's one way the wind is going to go. You also have a high pressure system here and a low pressure system here. So you're going to also have wind this way. And to turn it, use. Okay, and then you also have another low pressure area here. So you're going to draw an arrow going from this high pressure area to this low pressure area. Okay, so those are the three directions that the wind will go. The other thing it asks for is what type of air mass will be present in these. So you're looking at this air mass where the high pressure system is. So remember there was 4 words. There was continental and maritime, and then there was tropical and polar. So you're going to add a text box to type, and I would bold it and put it in maybe yellow so it's easy to see. So I know this high pressure area is over land, so it's going to be continental. And it's up north, so it's going to be cold, which means it's polar. So my air mass here is continental polar. Okay, and then I have another air mass over here on the H. Again, I'm going to make sure that I make it visible so I can see. And again, this is over land, so it's going to be continental. And it is kind of down low by the equator, so it's going to be tropical because it's going to be a warm air mass. And then the third thing is you're going to label where the good weather would be and the bad weather would be. So remember that H means happy, which means good weather. So again, I'm going to type my text box here. And I can type good weather. I'm just going to put this in pink just so I can tell the difference. Okay. And then I have another H here, which means that's going to be another good weather. You know what? I'm going to put a sun here. Nice sunny weather, right? Okay. My low pressure systems are going to bring stormy weather or bad weather. So I'm going to put a lightning bolt here. And here. And also here, because my low pressure areas bring rain and stormy weather. Okay. All right, so that's what I want you to do for the next map and the next map. I want you to draw the arrows to where the wind is going, high pressure to low pressure. I want you to tell me what kind of air masses the high pressure systems are. Then I also want you to tell me where the good weather is and where the bad weather is. Okay, remember high pressure systems bring good weather and low pressure systems bring stormy weather. Okay, so hopefully this helps. If you have any question, please let me know in a private message on this assignment.